Welcome to Black is Magazine, a magazine fit for all where we are reaching the masses and embracing inclusion and diversity. Entertainment, small businesses, minority and women, mom and pop shops, and more. We offer a safe platform for individuals to interview and share their journeys. We also offer advertising slots at the very lowest prices to get your business recognized across the U.S. and abroad. Visit us www.blackismagazine.com. Hello, everyone. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, anyone that is joining us. We appreciate you being here. It's kind of early, celebrating women, and every woman. I handpicked you ladies to be here specifically because I think that you all are amazing. I think every woman is amazing, but I wanted to make sure Siobhan was here, Andrea for sure. All of y'all, like, I wanted you here, and I appreciate you taking the time on a Saturday to be with me, right? So we're just gonna go through the panel and allow everyone to introduce themselves. Again, we're celebrating women the month of March, but all year we celebrate women because we rock. I mean, we just do. We just do. So I just want to allow each of you to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you. It doesn't have to be real, just real quick. Tell us what you do. You know, where are you tuning in from, and all those good things. So we'll start with you, LJ.
Okay, so I'm LJ Thomas. I am, let's see, a children's book author, former publisher, graphic designer, business consultant, grant writer, and most recently, I'm switching gears to be a publicist. Um, I am in Atlanta, Georgia right now. I have been in business since 1995. I partner with other women in business or men, depending on what the situation is. And I just love helping people. I just love helping people. I have a show called Purely Positive Show where I spotlight positive people doing positive things for a positive community, which is live on Facebook and YouTube, and of course my website, which is purelypositiveshow.com. Okay, that's it.
Well, thank you so much, LJ, for being here. That's we're so like-minded. All I want to do is help people, right? I want to be able to help other women, their families, men. It doesn't matter if I'm helping somebody and I'm putting that out there. I know that my blessings will come, and I don't want to miss my blessings if I'm not helping people, right? Siobhan, go
Exactly.
right ahead. Mute. You're on mute.
I'm so sorry. So my name is Siobhan Robles. I am an empowerment strategist. I'm a mindset coach. I'm an intimacy conduit. Essentially, what I do, what I love to do, what makes me the happiest is I help clients navigate and explore the depths of themselves while creating space for others to really join them along that journey without fear. So I help them understand how their mind understand, retrieves, restores, disseminates information, as well as an intimacy conduit. How can you explore the depths of you? I feel like there is a universe hidden inside of each and every one of us. And so the more you understand who you are, the more other people around you can understand you and enjoy you as well. So I help eliminate the fear of trusting people, of letting people go deep into you, having that intimacy with yourself, having that intimacy with God, having that intimacy with your friends, having that intimacy with your partner. A lot of times people tend to think intimacy only relates to sex, and that's not what it is. If that is as far as your definition goes, please inbox me. We need to have a conversation because we need to learn a little bit more about intimacy. But ultimately, I just love helping, connecting, understanding, exploring people. That is what makes me the happiest. But I'm so excited to be here with you, wonderful ladies. So thank you, Barbara, for inviting me.
Yes, tell the people where you're tuning in from.
So I am actually tuning in from Las Terrenas, which is in Samana in the Dominican Republic, by way of Florida, by way of Bartlesville, Oklahoma.
Yes, we all wish we could be there with you right now. I know I do. So, Siobhan, thank you so much for being here. Like I'm telling y'all, she's so powerful. And so I just had to have you here. Dr. Tanya, go ahead and tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Tanya. Thank you, Marva, so much for having me on your platform today. I am in a great company. I love all of the women that's on here, and I just love empowering women. This is simple as that.
Yeah.
So I'm known as the Queen of Grants. I'm a small business coach, and I'm also a grant writer. I help people get in place to apply for and win grants and bids. And my passion really is just helping women become financially free. I also have helped men also, but my passion, really lies in helping women become financially free. All that red tape that you have to go through, that's what my company specializes in. Yep, we take you from step A to step Z into actually living the life that you really want to dream about. So Marva, thank you so much for having me on here today.
Well, you're very welcome. Thank you for taking your Saturday to be here. Again, I had to have you here. And my friend, my new sister, Miss Andrea, tell the people who you are, where you're tuning in from, and what you do.
Okay, hi Queens. So I am tuning in from Los Angeles, California. It's like super early here, but it's okay. I had to be here with my queens. So I am award-winning filmmaker, writer, creator, director. I just got into directing. I'm also an activist for battered women and children. So I'm launching my program this year. It's called Life After the Storm. So I'm helping battered women and children reclaim their life after the storm. So with job placements in film, education, the art of screenplay writing, the art of acting for children that are interested in it. And also I'm an advocate for endometriosis, because endometriosis is very common in women and not a lot of people know a lot or too much about endometriosis. So just spreading more awareness on that. And what else do I do? There's so many things.
Tell them what's very special about you.
So I'm also a celebrity fashion stylist. I'm also Billie Holiday's great niece. I look just like her. It's in my genetics. I can't change it. I just embrace it.
Awesome. Thank you, Andrea, for being here. We just thank you for gracing this panel this morning. And Miss Shanika, tell us about you, where you're tuning in from, and what you do.
Hi, ladies. How are you? My name is Shanika Barry, and I'm tuning in from Delaware. I am a case manager for foster children. I work in a lab as well, hematology department. And I actually own my own business clothing line, LHS Couture Boutique, in which my platform is on Instagram. And I also have my own website. And I just brought a home to open up an Airbnb in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah. Yay, I'm going to be dwelling in that place as soon as it's ready and I can get to Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, you see some pictures?
You got to send them, okay?
I thought you.
Yeah, you guys got to go check her website out. The dress and your picture that you had on, amazing. I love that. What you had on, and
Thank you.
So you ladies, thank you again for being here. I am Marva. I am the CEO and founder of Black is Magazine. My business is Phases the Next Level LLC. And what I do is women empowerment. And I do an annual Rise Queen conference with over 100 women. And so I'm just all about helping women, bringing like-minded women together and doing things for the greater good of others, right? This month is celebrating women history, but I say we celebrate women every single day. We carry the weight of the world on us. And so when we go through things, it just makes us stronger. We just are become a stronger person, right? And so I want to get started right into this live. I want to throw something at you guys, and whoever wants to jump on it first can go for it, and then we'll just let everybody talk. A challenge world is an alert world, and from challenges come change, right? So let's all choose to challenge. How will you help forge a gender equal world? Anybody? If y'all okay, go ahead.
Jump right on into it. How would I enforced challenge. How would I be the catalyst to change?
Yeah.
And on purpose, in thoughts, words, and deeds, I get up every day and I support other women business owners, new ones and the ones that are going to be coming. So I think that's one of the greatest things we can do is offer support in thoughts, words, and deeds. Not just saying I support, but actually doing things. For example, like what you're doing today, you've allowed us to be on your platform. You're supporting us, we're supporting you. And I think that's so important.
Yes, I would agree with you. I wake up every day and I'm intentional about who can I help? What's the next thing I can do to help someone, whether it be a woman, whether it be anybody, but my women, especially because they depend on us. People depend on us, right? So I think that I wake up every day and I'm being intentional about that, right? Anybody else want to elaborate on that?
I
I
will.
agree. Oh, go ahead.
No, oh, okay. I like Dr. Tanya, I wake up every day and I think about who it is that I have recently come in contact with that I can help. So, in an effort to help people without them knowing me, I don't know who's checking my Facebook or my Instagram or my LinkedIn. I try to post a positive message or make a positive statement because I don't know if a woman or a man is saying that. And as far as gender equality goes, I think it's sad that there isn't equality because women do so, a man can be here without being a woman. But the fact of the matter is there are so many who feel like we are less than them. And if they would just realize that, hey, you can be so much more with us than without us. So to foster a more gender equal society, I look for ways to be able to partner with males in business as long as there is integrity, professionalism, and honesty. If those three things aren't there, I'm not interested in doing any type of business with you, whether it's making business cards for you or signing on to your board, either one. But I think it's important to have for women to be able to set a boundary so that men realize they need us. They don't want to admit it, but they need us. And I think that goes a long way as far as gender equality. That's just my opinion. I think so.
Love it. Anybody else?
I was, go ahead.
Oh, you could go ahead. And yeah, you go ahead.
I was just going to agree with Dr. Tanya as well. I think we as women fall short a lot on not helping one another out. But me getting up every day, I feel like it's very important for us as just women also should support one another. Because like, what's the other young lady that spoke after Dr. Tanya spoke?
Is it Siobhan?
Siobhan. I also agree with her as well, as far as, you know, if you're not willing to work together, then I wouldn't want no dealings with you either at all. But when you know in your heart that you up and you ready to support another young lady that's willing to get ahead, that we all should be in the same category when it comes to trying to support one another and to get ahead with one another instead of tearing each other down.
I agree. I like that. Andrea, who was next?
Oh, I had something to say. It's sort of the same concept when it comes to domestic violence, because women go through it and men go through it.
Yeah.
When women go through it, we're taken more seriously. When men go through it, they are taken less seriously, as if it doesn't affect them the same way it would a woman. But men have a different way of channeling and dealing with their emotions and trauma. So, I mean, vice versa. That's almost like the authorities receiving a phone call for a domestic violence dispute, and the victim is the man. They don't take the man seriously. They usually tend to side with the woman. I know I'm kind of going a different direction, but it's almost kind of the same like concept. It's not equal when it comes to taking it seriously. Like when a man complains about it or says anything, he's called, he's belittled as a man just because he's speaking up about it. And not a lot of men are willing to talk about it or has the courage to, or they may be just a little bit embarrassed. But I try to help everyone because at the end of the day, we all come from the same places. We all bleed red. You know, we're no different. We might come from different shades and different backgrounds and different walks of life, but we shouldn't be treated equally. It shouldn't be like, okay, if a man has a complaint, it shouldn't be less important than a woman. It should be equal.
I think so.
You know, it's still trauma there that has to be dealt with. And that's just how I see it. And also, thank you, Marva, for connecting all of us. I think you just connected me with my long lost cousin, Miss Barry.
No.
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
You lying.
Wow.
No, I have the family tree.
Wow.
You better.
Yeah, and I'm looking at you, and I know your face from my grandmother's books. So you are my long lost relative.
Oh
You
my.
got it.
Oh, wow.
So oh my gosh.
Wait,
So after,
wait a minute.
afterward, I want you guys, I'll get you connected with Andrea Shanika so that you guys can connect directly, okay? Oh,
Thank you.
Can I add one thing?
yes,
Are
go
you
right ahead.
Because I love everything everyone has said. One of the things that I love that was said was intentionality. And I think when you every day you start each day with intentionality, that is extremely important. But I think also self-awareness is key.
Mm,
I think one of the things that
Mhm.
helps bridge that gap, that helps when you talk about equality, is understanding how we're different. It's understanding your own uniqueness that you have. And I think one of the things that I strive to do with every person I encounter, every one of my clients, every one of my friends, everyone who comes across my path, is to help them understand them. Like, we have to realize a lot of times that we are essentially, even within ourselves, we're trailblazers. There's no one else like us. There's no LJ out there. There's no Shanika out there. There's no Andre out there. There's no Tanya out there. There's no Barbara out there. There's no other Siobhan out there. And
right.
so when we look for a path that's already set for us to walk through, we're going to fall short every time. It's understanding who we are, what innate abilities and qualities and characteristics and gifts and skills that we have within us that is going to be able, that we can contribute to the world, and then we blaze whatever trail we're on to get there. So I'm one of those people, I feel this way. You open that door, you crack that door, I'm kicking that baby in and I'm coming all the way through.
Yeah.
Because you gave me an opportunity to get in. And so a lot of times, even with the equality, it's not so much as waiting for someone to invite us in. It's not so much as waiting for someone to open up the door. It's like, no, I know who I am. I know what skill set I have. I know how I can be beneficial and contribute and change and impact and benefit other people's lives. So when I see a crack, I'm walking all the way through that puppy. And so I think with that, it's teaching even young girls, and we're talking about women, even teaching young girls
Yes.
who they are, how to stand in their own uniqueness, whatever attributes, whatever qualities, whatever characteristics that they have, is because it is meant for them to be that way, and for them to be able to share that and give that to the world. And so a lot of times what happens is that the reason why people don't blaze trails, the reason why people don't make a big splash and aren't as impactful as they can be, is because they're waiting for someone to validate
Yes.
what God has already given. Like, I don't need you to validate me when I've already been validated, because God created me, and after everything he created, he said it was good. He didn't say it was okay. He didn't say it was all right. He didn't say it was, I mean, she all right. I mean, she cool. No, he said it was good. He said it was good. So every single aspect and quality that I have is good. That means everywhere my foot touches is good. Everything I put my hands to is going to be good. Everything I'm involved in is going to be good. And I think when we wake up and we set our day, I'm going to go here and everywhere, even where I am right now in the community that I'm in. Probably 85% of the people don't understand me while I'm here. It's okay. Because one of the things is, what comes from the heart goes to the heart. And so I'm able to make an impact. I'm able to make people smile. I'm able to do things even in a country that is unlike anything that I've known before. And I think when we teach our young girls and our young guys how to do those things, that's how they're impactful. That's how they're blazing trails. That's how we find equality, is in our differences, is understanding our differences. Because I don't want to be like someone else so I can have the same opportunity as them. I want to be me. And if that opportunity is not there, then I'm going to blaze a trail and make it happen. Because there are young girls and young guys that are watching each and every one of us. And they're going to follow the blueprint that we set out for them. So what is it that we want them to follow? What is it that we want them to see? How is it that we want them to blaze their own trail in this world that we live in?
Thank you, Siobhan. I love that. I love.
was-
You know, in my notes, I have, you know, I think our biggest downfall is that we worry about what other people think about us. You know, when we know who we are, I know who I am, right? And what I stand for. And we get so off track when we worry about what others think about us. So I love what you said about knowing who we are, right? And then also waking up intentional. The other thing I want to touch on is that whenever we don't know who's watching us, right? So the thing that we need to be doing is that even when nobody's watching, doing the right things, even when you think nobody's watching, they are, especially the younger girls and the younger guys. What example are you setting for them? So even when nobody's watching, we have to do the right things. What do you guys say about if you tell a woman what she can't do, then that is what she can do? Let's talk about it. Whoever goes first, whoever wants to go first.
I agree with that. Because normally sometimes, and I'm just speaking from my perspective, but normally sometimes when you tell a woman that they cannot do something, that's a challenge to us.
Yeah.
Meaning that we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Because now you're challenging me. And it's like, okay, since that person don't think I can't do it, watch me do it.
Watch me do it. Yeah. I was talking to somebody the other day, and it's like, that just gives me the more motivation and more drive.
Yeah.
So knock that thing out the park, right?
It's more of a
right. Yeah. Anybody else want to elaborate on that?
I can elaborate. So I definitely do believe that wholeheartedly, because if someone tells me that I can't do anything, I've heard so many no's. You're not going to make it. You're not going to be successful. You're not going to graduate from college with your medicine degree. You're not going to get into acting. You're not going to. I've heard so many no's. I got tired of it. And I'm a Gemini. I'm hard-headed. So if I really want to do something, like, your no's is my yes. And that fact, you know, like, for instance, like, I remember, like, at one point in time, I was like at the lowest point of my life, and I was homeless, and I had a little girl with me. You know, I had a newborn little girl, beautiful. And I remember everyone was saying, you're not going to make it out of Baltimore. You're not going to get into fashion. You didn't go to school for it. And I was like, okay, that was confirmation that I should, because the bigger the levels, the bigger the demons. And the higher levels you go, you're going to get more no's than you will yes. And once you get that one yes, even if that yes don't even exist, create that for yourself, manifest that, because you could do a lot more by manifesting that yes and actually listening and paying attention to those no's, because those are people that don't have that same mindset or the vision or the drive and ambition that you have to.
Oh, she froze.
Yeah.
She'll be right back.
Yeah.
She'll be right back.
I'm enjoying this talk. I'm motivated.
Amazing. Amazing. Oh, Andrea, there she is. She's back. You're mute. There she go.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was saying, it's not about when you get to your final destination. It's about how you get to your final destination. And if I could do it, you could do it. Any one of us can do it. We women have the superpower to manifest anything we want. We give birth to children. We carry the weight on our shoulders. We are like the ultimate superheroes. And that's how I see it.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Okay. Number one, I love what you just said about women being a superhero. Yay. But I really like what you said about the no's mean a yes. That's the way you convert it. Um, I was on a panel a few weeks ago, and we talked about how people will, especially people who mean well, let me say it that way, people who think that they're helping you. For instance, family and friends, they'll say they don't want to see you struggle, or they don't want to see you go down a path that's going to be hard for you. So they'll say, well, maybe you should work on doing this before you try doing that, or maybe you should look at doing this because you're really good at this. What they don't realize is they're telling you that you can't do something. They're um, subtly negating what your ambition is. And what they're doing is planting a negative seed. And fortunately, I can tell all the women here today never listen to those. We use those as fuel to say, look, um, that's you and your path and what you think you can't do, but you're not me. So like you, when someone says to me, oh, I can't do something, according to doctors, I should have been dead 30 years ago, but I'm still here and kicking and doing what I got to do.
Wow.
And I don't let anybody say to me, oh, you can't do it. The words may come out of your mouth, but in my mind I hear, okay, like Shanika said, that's a challenge.
Yeah.
I'm going forward.
Yeah.
I may not do it in the time frame that somebody else may think I should, but at the end of the day, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to succeed regardless to what other people say, and I don't care who's watching or who's not watching, because my measure of success is totally different from what somebody else may think success is.
Absolutely. And then also,
Yes.
just to add to that is that for me, for somebody to tell me I can't do something, right? If it can be taught, I can learn it. Point blank,
Yes.
it don't matter. I don't care what it is. If you can teach to me, show me a couple of times, I'll get it, right? That's just how adamant I am about things. So did anybody else want to elaborate before we move on to the next segment?
Yeah, I would like to share because everything that everybody is saying is so inspiring to me and it's uplifting to me. And when I think about if somebody was to tell me that I can't do something, that's their problem. That's their issue. I give nobody permission to speak anything negative over me and over anything around me, period. I'm not giving away my power, period. So the scripture says that we're snared by the words of our mouth, right? So it's what I say about me. So what anybody else says, null and void. So the way that I live my life from the beginning, the way that I teach my children is you don't give anybody your personal power. You take that power. And then you guys don't know this. I'm going to go back a little bit to the gender pay equity question. I earned my doctorate in international business, and my studies were in gender pay equity. Wow. And based on my studies, one of the things I found out was that if you are a CEO, there's no competition. You create how much money you want to earn, sweetie.
Yeah.
You create that.
I like that.
Yes.
You create that. So gender pay equity does exist. It's a proven fact that men earn more money than women in certain occupations, but not so in the managerial positions. So for everybody that's listening in here today, this is what I learned. I learned that if you go ahead and you get into management, that it's more equal at that level. And then come on now, we think about people like Ursula Burns, who knocked so many barriers down with Xerox. You guys get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I learned that Dr. Tanya needs to be a CEO. That's how you break those barriers down. And then one of the things that I do, and hopefully everybody's listening on this call today, on this empowerment session of what I'm talking about today, and what we're talking about is that if you really want to not face those issues, start a business, number one. And then become self-aware. Our sister said it earlier. Find out your special sauces, monetize it, and then ching ching. and just ignore the naysayers. They're going to be there. There's always going to be haters.
I like,
but they have power.
Right.
I think it's perspective too. Because I love what Andrea said as well. I'm one of those people that if you tell me no, essentially what you did is you told me that I can't do it with you. You didn't tell me that I can't do it. You told
That's
me
it.
I can't do it with you. Another thing that I always say is stop expecting you out of other people. So a lot of times when people tell you what can't be done, or even what LJ said, oh, I don't want to see you struggle, they're expecting themselves out of you. And so when you just stop for a second and pay attention to words, you hear people's insecurities, you hear people's fears, you hear people's trauma, you'll hear people's drama in their words, and that's theirs. So I love that too, Tanya, because I'm one of those people. I feel like anything that comes out of my mouth, you give permission to exist in your life. So
Wow.
that's why I feel like it's important to be very intentional. What do you want existing in your life? Because if it comes out of your mouth, you speak what you seek what you speak. Same difference. So when someone says no, because even coming here, oh my gosh, you're going to a country, you don't know anyone there. Who's going with you? Who's this? Who's that? I heard people's fear. It didn't upset me. It made me smile. So I limited what I know I'm here for. I'm only going to give you enough information that's going to satisfy you, but I'm not giving you information on what I'm doing, because I don't need your negativity interacting with what I know God told me and what God showed me and what God provided and what he allowed me to do. So I'm going to keep me. I'm going to let you keep your fears to you, and we're all going to be happy. I don't have to be like, see, that's what I'm talking. You don't have to do all that.
Nope.
Listen to people, say thank you so very much, and then keep it moving, especially when you know that you know that you know that you know what it is that you are supposed to do. Can't nobody stop that. Use
Nope.
that stuff as fuel. That's what I like to call, like, use that as fuel. Like, that's transmuting people's negative energy into fuel to get you where you know you've been promised and prophesied to go. Like, why are you getting upset about that? That's okay, because the more naysayers you get, to me, I see it as, oh my gosh, God, 95% of the people think I'm crazy. So you know what that means, God? That means you about to show yourself strong. I don't have to say nothing, because then he gets the glory. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it. If it was simple, everybody would already be there. Everybody would already have it. So the way I see it is, the more people tell me what can't be done, that's a greater platform and opportunity for God to show himself strong. Don't get no attitude with that. Get happy.
That's right. I love it. I love it. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Oh my gosh, I'm enjoying this, and it's really motivated me just to be even better, a better person than I am, right? So, and I really want to stay mindful and be intentional. I think that's the big word today, is to be intentional every day in what you do. So I want to direct this question directly to Andrea, because in the world that she lives in, there's a lot of no's, there's a lot of it's a lot of competition. I think that what we all do, there's a lot of magazines, right? There's a lot of people that have online boutiques, right? But in your world, Andrea, there's a lot of people that say, why go for being an actress or acting when there's so much competition in that world and most people don't make it? How do you handle that as a woman, especially a Black woman in the business?
It's tough as a Black woman, as the young Black woman, because in a sense, it's a male dominating world, you know, especially in Hollywood, it really is. And honestly, I don't pay attention to the competition. I don't pay attention to anyone else. I pay attention to what I have going on, who I am as a person, because who I am as a person and what I do and my why is what makes me different from all the other competition. Their whys may be strictly strategic on money. Mine is truly strategic on making a difference and setting an example for the young girls that actually look up to me. Because with a lot of folks out here in Hollywood and all over, I'm known for what I do and why I do it. And the reason why I got into filmmaking was to tell true and authentic stories, not the watered down Hollywood versions, but the versions you don't really get to hear about, you know, the versions that need more awareness, especially on social injustice and social issues that are currently dominating and killing off our community, because we need more community leaders and we don't have that much. So that's what makes me different from all the competition. So I don't pay attention to what they have going on. It's about what I have going on and why I have going on. And When you figure out what your whys is, that's when you start getting more support. You start getting a fan base. You start getting followers. You start getting investors. You start getting strangers just to support whatever you got going on because they truly believe in your vision. My vision is totally different from everyone else because not everyone else is me.
That's right. That's right. And that goes back to what Siobhan said about knowing who you are, right? Authentically knowing who you are. And I think a part of that is also you have to be true to yourself. You can't change into being somebody and something else in order to be successful. I think for me, I have to be who I am. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't, but I have to stay true to myself. If I'm going to be able to help other people, I have to be able to be good for myself, right? And be who I am. So then, Shanika, this question is directed to you because you have an online business, and it's very hard to get a business started. I see that, when I go out there and I see you that you continue to stay consistent, right? What was it that said, okay, yeah, I got this competition. There's so many boutiques, but what was it that said, Shanika gonna do this anyway? I'm going for it. This is what I love to do. What was your main reason for jumping in, going for it, knowing the
Wow, women
competition that was
helping
out
other
there?
women learn, grow, and empower. Learn new things, grow from what you learn. Empower others to do the same. Helping you to create a plan for your life, vision for a better life. Get connected to resources, seminars, trainings. Women helping others with the gifts that they have. Contact Crystal Ifakoya, the founder and creator of WOW. Why not?
Because I'm only in competition with myself. I'm not in competition with no one else. So when I started this business, I knew it was a dominant area. I knew it, but within myself, I didn't look at it as me in competition with nobody. Only person I'm in competition with is me, and only me is going to make my business stand out from other people because I try to be unique, and my products I try to get as much stuff as I possibly can different.
Yeah.
So I don't worry about what the next person has because, to be honest, it's a lot of money out here for us all.
That's
so
right.
I can't worry about who have more than what I have. I only can worry about what I have and where I'm going and where I'm going to be.
It's true. It's true that, if we stay focused on what we're doing, and because in this people get it mixed up saying, looking at things as a competition. There is no competition. Like, we all need to embrace one another. We all need to help one another move along. If it's another person with a magazine, we can help each other. What did you do to get past this? How did you boost this? What did you, bounce off of each other and help each other to grow regardless, right? So this question is for you, LJ. You're gonna become a publicist, right? So we had a conversation and we're talking about, this question is around self-confidence, right? Because you talked about not even knowing that you were a publicist, but you're doing the work, right? Now, I'm not a publicist, I'm not doing this. What do you say about self-confidence and what's making you say, okay, I'm jumping in now?
Okay. It's amazing what other people see in you. And it's amazing how you can hear something. Well, let me back up. Let me tell everybody what happened first. I've been doing graphic design, doing publicist work for 30 plus years. I never considered myself a publicist because in my mind, I didn't have the skills that were necessary. I didn't go to college for journalism or English or any of the things that I felt were needed in order for me to be effective as a publicist. So that's where the confidence was lacking because I felt like I didn't have the education behind it. But then I think it was Siobhan who said, you don't have to, if you want to do something, to just go ahead and do it. I didn't realize that the fact that people were coming to me and asking me to be their publicist was proof that I already knew what I needed to know in order to be an effective publicist. So I went back and I said, you know what? Why are they coming to me? Why are they asking me this all the time, just out of the blue? And people have been doing this for decades, literally for decades. And I went back and I said, pros and cons, what do you know? What do you don't know? Blah, 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 blah. And I came up with, genius, you already know what you need to know. All you have to do is solidify the connections that you already have. And even in the process of doing that, you can still help people. You can still do what a publicist does. So for me, it was a matter of understanding that other people had more confidence in me than I did. And I needed to get on board as far as that was concerned. And for me, the evaluation of what was needed was what helped me develop that confidence. And it's sad that it took so long for me to do that, but I'm there now. I'm there now, and I'm moving forward, and I'm taking off running.
Yay. And I wish you so much success because I know that you can do it, right? It's in you, and I know you can do it. And I'm here for you. I'm your cheerleader. Okay. So you got this.
Thank you.
So Dr. Tanya, we talk about the face at the top, right? At the top of their game. And we embrace our Black faces at the top, right? Especially women. You are a doctor internationally, right? That's a big deal. Like, that's a big deal. Tell me any struggles or your journey on the way up.
It's been, truthfully, it's a struggle. I had a struggle a couple of days ago that turned into a victorious feat in the end. So, and that's what I like to share with everyone, is that when you're a business owner, whether it's traditional with brick and mortar or if you're online, it's a struggle. Struggles come and go. But I'm trying to think about one of the, this is a good one. I've only had a social media presence for about 2 years now. So most of my clients in the past always came from word of mouth, period. So I've been in business for 10 plus years, and somebody would say, okay, when I'm done with you, I'm going to send Joe over here. I'm going to send John over here. I'm going to send you, Sue, or what have you, right? So I've never really had to do a whole lot of marketing or whatever. It was always me just getting hooked up by the tribe of people that I knew. But 2 years ago, I heard the voice of God, and I realized that I needed to do something differently. I needed to pivot. So thank God I was able to pivot and develop an online presence way before COVID-19, right. so that I'd be where I am today. And contrary to so many people, my business has not decreased because of COVID-19. My business really has increased because of COVID-19, which is a blessing from God. So what I'm saying is that if you are afraid to get online, get over it. Get over it. Get over it. What I did is I hired coaches. I hired people that knew more than I knew about what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. So, and I hired someone online, and they went and looked at my my social media platform, and they said, CEO, I don't see that. They critiqued me, and they were really honest about it. So I went and I changed so many different things. And then last year I hired Emmy award-winning journalist that did the same thing. So when people see me on social media, the fact that I'm talking to you guys right now is based upon all of these sisters. There's been like 4 so far over the last 2 years that I've actually hired that has helped me to form the presence that I have now. I didn't do this all on my own. So get over getting on social media. Get over the fact that you don't know how to do something. There's books available. There are freebies available. There are people that will work with you at, for a small amount of fee, that help you do whatever you need to do. So nothing is impossible. All things are possible. And that's one of the things I always do. So it's been fasting. It's been prayer. It's been hearing the voice of God. It's been asking God to give me the ability to do what he wants me to do. And it's always been doing something different. Even the things that I'm doing right now, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm surrounded by people that know how to do what I want to do. I think power in that. So when you go through hard times and you go through struggles, this is what I do. I always fast. I always pray. I always record what God tells me. And then I do what he says. And then I always hook up with somebody else that know a whole lot more than I do. Yeah. So that I can have a strategy for success. And that's just how you do it. Just staying grounded in God and just being who you are.
Yeah.
I love being Tanya Blackman.
I know. I love being Marvin Brown Thomas. I
Yep.
do. And just to piggyback off of that, it's just always, you hear the saying to surround yourself with like-minded people. And I would even take it a step further, somebody that's already ahead of the game, ahead of you, and has been there, done that, because you can always learn from that. Stay willing to learn, right? I know when Shanika and I met, she was not willing to come online and do no online speaking, talking to nobody. She wasn't doing it, right? But it's just an encouragement to my sister, right? To say, listen, it's okay. No one cares. This is the life of 2021 now. You have to be virtual. You have to go online, and you can do it. No one's here to judge you, and here she is, like maybe the third time online. So congratulations, Shanika. You did really well. You did really well. You guys, we're gonna wrap up right for here. It's been about an hour. I hate leaving because the conversation is so good, but I know it's Saturday. You guys have things to do. So listen to this. Life is tough, but we break through, right? No matter what the situations are. COVID was crazy. It was a shock. It was like it was the not knowing. And then the racism, the killings, the murders at the hands of police officers, of our people that didn't deserve to die like that. So it's a lot. But what we do here at Black Biz Magazine is we always put God first, and we rely on him. That he didn't say that life was going to be perfect. What he said is that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. So he didn't say that the weapons wouldn't form, but they wouldn't prosper against us. So we always have to be mindful and to keep him first, to walk in his light. And wherever he wants me to go, that's where I want to be. Right. So I say that in order for us to success, our success is through God, because he's the one that makes a way for us. And so I appreciate you ladies being here. So before we get out of here, I want each one of you to tell the people where they can find you, because you guys all bring something unique to the table. So let's get your social media contacts and how they can reach you. LJ, you can go ahead and go first.
Okay. I can be reached on purelypositiveshow.com, or you can send me an email at purelypositiveshow@gmail.com. I am on Facebook under LJ Thomas. I'm on LinkedIn under Purely Positive Show, Instagram Purely Positive Show, and Twitter under Azarel 2. And when you call me or talk to me, I'll explain that. But all of that is, those are all my social media platforms.
Okay, Miss Siobhan.
So you can find me on, I have a website, SiobhanRobles.com. You can actually click a link. If you go to my Facebook page, you can click a link and it takes you there. From there, you can actually find everything, because I actually do have a couple of different companies with some great things happening. So definitely please come and check me out. But on Instagram at Siobhan Empowers, on Twitter at Siobhan Empowers, I'm on LinkedIn, as well as Clubhouse. If you are on Clubhouse, please join Clubhouse. Please connect with me. Clubhouse is amazing. I'm connected to some amazing individuals on there that are always doing things. I would love to get you plugged in. I would love to follow you, so you can follow me. We can do some rooms together. We can do whatever. Like I'm open to it, whatever it is that we can do to help people live in limitless connection with themselves and everything around them. I am 1000% for it. But yes, if you don't remember anything else, just go to Siobhan Robles. Looks like Robles. It's not, but SiobhanRobles.com, and you will be able to find me there.
Thank you. Yes, Clubhouse is an amazing connection. Thank you, LJ, for connecting me there. Thank you, Andrea, for even the very first person that talked to me about Clubhouse, and it's been an amazing ride, right? So maybe we could all create a room together as moderators, right, and bring people in. So let's talk about that. I would love to do that. Dr. Tanya, tell people where they can find you.
Oh, I am so excited about this entire platform today. I had a ball. Thank you so much, Barbara, for having me here. People can find me at www.drtanyab.com. That's DRTONYAB as in boy.com. And on Clubhouse, I am at Dr. Tanya B. At only Dr. Tanya B. I'm sorry. At only Dr. Tanya B. And I love Clubhouse also. So it doesn't cost a dime to have a conversation with me. If you go to my website, let's talk about your business. Let's talk about your current business. Let's talk about the business you're going to start.
Yeah.
Once again,
Thank you for being here. Miss Andrea, how can people find you and connect with you?
Yes, hi. If you guys hear Mickey Mouse, my little one just woke up. You guys can find me at AndreaWardOfficial.com. My Instagram is Andrea Ward. My other Instagram is Styles by WTB. I also have a short film Instagram, Deception Street, inspired by true events. And that is my little one.
Okay. And Shanika, I hope you got Andrea's information, because you guys need to connect, but I'll inbox you.
Her number.
Yeah,
I need her.
We'll get it. We'll get it to you. So tell people how they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at LHScouture_boutique17. You can also email me at LHScouture@gmail.com. My website for my clothing line is www.lhscouturefashion.com, as well as Facebook, LHS Couture Boutique on Facebook.
So if you guys haven't done it, really quick, go in the chat and put your information in there, just how we can find you. Again, I wanted to say also that, a man has to do what a man has to do, but a woman has to do what she must do to get where she's going. So you guys, thank you.
Wait. So can I also tell them that my Airbnb is LHS Couture Luxury Living? That's in Georgia. That will be coming up soon. Just continue to watch me on Instagram. I have put up pictures. It's almost ready. I'll definitely let you guys know when it's up and running.
Congratulations on that. That's a big deal, right? To create. She went and got this and kind of had some issues in the beginning, but she stayed adamant, and now it's in the making. So congratulations on that, you guys, Shanika. So you guys, again, thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. I think the world of all of you. I think that you are amazing women, and I appreciate you being on my platform. I can't wait to get together on Clubhouse and rock it to pieces, right? And to empower women and anybody that needs to be empowered, and to share ourselves with others, our greater selves, to impact others for the good, right? So again, have a happy Saturday. God bless you all. And until next time, respect yourself, respect each other. God bless.
See you guys. It was nice meeting you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I enjoyed it. Siobhan, I'm on my way.
Thank you.
We're on our way. We're coming to wreck the party.
Let me know when y'all ready.
Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.